Beyond the Inukshuk in English Bay, Vancouver residents can enjoy a beautiful fall view. But turn around and the same people see this, a huge fence that blocks off noisy night construction of the seawall just off Beach Avenue. Vancouver Park Board officials spoke to concerned area residents about the late night noise.
We are dealing with trying to get the work done with tides. Some of this work having to be done in the evening hours when some of you might be sleeping. So we are going to do our best to minimize the impact. Hopefully all of you recognize it's very important work that has to be done, and hope you'll just bear with us.
We've been working to find the 6 to 8 hour operational windows where our contractors' crews can get in there, do the form work, do the excavation first, the form work and the concrete pouring, and that's the most critical part, I think, is the concrete pouring, to pour the concrete and allow it to set up enough and get firm before the tides wash back in. And unfortunately, for those that live in the neighborhood, those low tides are happening almost exclusively in the night hours. And for that reason, we were granted a variance in the noise bylaw from the city to allow us to work at night, because this seawall is a fabulous amenity for all residents. It has to be repaired, and unfortunately at night.
But noise is not the only problem during seawall construction. Residents say the equipment and fencing are eyesores.
And we care about what our park looks like. It's our neighbourhood, and it's very dear to us. Because we're going to have not only Graham making a mess across from us, we're going to have the water line coming down Beach Avenue. So we have daytime and nighttime noise.
Seawall construction had to be done by March 31st, 2011, or no federal money would be supplied. Unfortunately, Beach Avenue residents will have problems sleeping and this view until then. Daniel Rogic in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. Only a few months ago, the Olympic Village in False Creek was full of buzz and excitement. Now the only buzz is from a few construction workers. Everything in the area seems to be coming soon. Downtown Vancouver realtor Steve Birkich says the area has become a ghost town on costly real estate.
Well, there's close to 500 units that's still unsold, right? The properties are still up in the higher price ranges, right? So it makes it unaffordable for Vancouver residents to buy into this area. Every day that these units sit vacant, there's maintenance costs, security costs, because there's not much going on down here. There's not many people down here, so they've got to look after the area and stuff. I heard that it's costing the city about $300,000 a month.
The only people who seem to be in the area are those just passing by. Irish tourist Joe Kennedy was surprised to see how empty the area really was.
At the moment it seems pretty quiet, not a lot going on, to go around, which is just a load of residential apartment blocks where no one seems to be living in. Having said that, it's pretty well designed and it looks nice. It's a good view of the city, so I'm sure it could be utilised for the future. But at the moment it's pretty dead, yeah.
The waterfront properties are becoming a major financial concern in the aftermath of the Winter Games. The fact that taxpayers are footing the bill for the Olympic Village is a big problem with a lot of Vancouver residents. In Vancouver, I'm Daniel Rogic for BCIT Magazine. Here at the SFU bus loop, students wait for their daily transport. But buses may not be the primary transport in SFU's future. A gondola, much like this one up at Grouse Mountain, has been proposed to replace local shuttles because winter travel up to the school's Burnaby Mountain campus can be treacherous. SFU student Jeff de Blasio thinks the idea would be a positive alternative.
I think it would have a positive effect on me, just because I take the bus a lot, and I can't tell you how many times during the winter months when it's just jam-packed and I have to miss the bus, and with that I have to miss exams and tests and assignments, and I just can't get to school on time. I'd probably take it over a bus, yeah, I would.
TransLink spokesperson Ken Hardy says 7 proposals have been made to build the structure, and planning could start as early as next year.
Well, right now our task is to figure out whether or not it's a good idea to do it. The concept is interesting because, of course, a gondola is designed to operate in winter weather, and it's winter time when we have the most difficulty getting those large articulated buses up and down Burnaby Mountains. Then we start to look at incorporating the gondola into TransLink's transportation plan and capital plan, which is, of course, about the time we start then looking for where the money comes from.
And where would the funds come from? Could SFU's gondola help gather tourist dollars?
I think we'd probably be the first university in Canada that has a gondola going to school, so I think it would definitely be an interesting attraction.
TransLink hopes so. As for de Blasio, the gondola can't come soon enough. Daniel Rogic for BCIT Magazine. It's not every day you can lace up a pair of soccer cleats and learn techniques from an ex-professional player. But the kids at Europro Soccer Academy are learning under the wing of former Vancouver Whitecap Johnny Salentic.
I want to bring a real European feel to training for kids and start to take training serious at a younger age, already at 6, 7, 8 years old.
It's something that we're lucky to have, because there aren't many guys his age that are doing this with kids, and you can see it in the quality that they have.
Our goals is anytime any player is ready or capable of going to Europe at any age, we're going to take them to Europe, and we're going to provide a partnership we're planning to set up with some teams that I played with previously. So we'll have partnerships where coaches will come down here to scout them, and we'll take players down there to be scouted.
Canada and its soccer association have not always been known for the players they produce. However, Salentic is hoping his academy will help these students reach the highest level.
Let's go! Take them on 1-on-1! Let's go! Well done, boys!
With more coaching coming from ex-professionals, hopefully Canada can improve its performance on the world stage. Daniel Rogic in North Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.